everyone, and welcome back to Bulldog Weekly Season 7, Episode 15. I'm Edie.
And I'm Molly. In this week's episode, we'll take a look at some of Anthony and Liam's favorite movies. Sienna and Edie will share their thoughts on the Oscar nominations, and we'll get an exclusive peek into the senior superlative night.
Woohoo! But before we get to that, here's Mr. Devoll and Mr. Carrig with the week ahead of school and sports. Take it away!
What's up, Bulldogs? Tournament season right around the corner. Regular seasons and senior nights wrapping up. Great job this last week. Huge win for boys basketball over a very, very tough Somerset Berkeley squad. Puts us in the driver's seat for a league championship. They'll have an opportunity next week, Tuesday of vacation week, with Fairhaven coming in. That's the last league opponent of the season. Taking care of that pretty much locks up a league championship for the boys, so a great job there. A little out of our hands with the girls. One game left to be played tonight down the road with two conference opponents. If that goes our way, our girls still have a chance to make it into a conference championship conversation, but a great season. Two great competitive losses this week against the two most difficult teams on our schedule with Apponequet and Dartmouth. Only going to help our power ranking, which is currently 16th. They will be at New Bedford High School and then hosting Bishop Stang next week to finish out their season. So good luck to them down the stretch. Hopefully we can notch up just a little bit higher than that 16 with those two great performances against top-ranked teams and elevate that a little bit. Tonight, Friday night, is senior night for the boys. We'll be recognizing our seniors before the game against Bishop Stang. The varsity tip is 6:30. They'll finish their season next week with Fairhaven on Tuesday. Congratulations to our indoor track programs. They went to the MIA sectional meet this past weekend, and we had a dozen or more runners advance to the All-State meet on Sunday at Reggie Lewis. So good luck to everybody that's traveling up to Reggie Lewis on Sunday morning. That's a huge accomplishment. That's the highest level championship we can offer for our runners. So a testament to their season, a really great job by them. Congratulations to Sam Rayner, who placed 7th in the MIA South Sectional Tournament swim meet this past weekend. He'll be going along with our relay team up to the state championship this weekend. So good luck to our swimmers who are headed up there to cap off an amazing season for them as well. Congratulations to Amber Engel, backtracking, our lone senior in girls basketball, celebrating her senior night last night. And again, they wrap up their season next week away at New Bedford High School and then at home against Bishop Stang on Thursday. Tournament brackets come out next Saturday for basketball and ice hockey. So look for those and information and go out on our social media and on our Facebook page. We intend to host our girls basketball, boys basketball, and ice hockey for the first time in quite a while. So there's a lot of opportunities to catch home tournament games all kind of at once when those drop. Ice hockey will be wrapping up its season with 2 games left. We play Apponequet on Tuesday next week at Driscoll down in Fall River. And then we're just waiting to hear about a home game against Dighton Rehoboth Seekonk Co-op. We'll play that either Wednesday or Thursday when the season ends. On Thursday, we'll get that game wrapped up, get tournament brackets squared away, and we'll have plenty of exciting information to share out about where you can catch Bulldogs in tournament action at home. A reminder to our spring athletes, our spring registration is open on Family ID. If you head to the athletics website, log into the account you've used already for every season you've participated in, and just choose the sport that you intend to participate in this spring. Make sure you have an updated physical on file. If you don't have an updated physical on file, there's no way we can allow you to participate. So double check that that's done while you have plenty of time to do so. And the registration deadline for on-time participation is March 11th. We'll be accepting registrations all the way up until the 18th, but we're only guaranteeing on-time participation and verification of all registrations received by March 11th. So plenty to focus on now, to look forward to in the near future, and to plan for as we get ready to get into our spring season. So a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz. Great job by our Winter Bulldogs. Let's have a great tournament season. Go Bulldogs.
Thank you for that informative update.
And now it's segment time. First up, we'll get some insight into Anthony and Liam's favorite movies of all time. Let's check it out.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the third entry into Movie Talk. I'm Liam.
And I'm Anthony.
And today we're going to get into our Letterboxd top 4. It's a very popular thing amongst movie watchers and movie critics. You know, everyone loves Letterboxd if you're into movies and stuff like that. So Anthony and I obviously are. So we're going to get into our top 4. And I guess we'll start us off with an honorable mention because, like, you know, it's always nice to have that, which is essentially the number 5 spot, which for me is Dead Poets Society. I think that is my 5th favorite movie of all time. I think it's just so great. You know, just like the setting, I think is huge. Like the school that that they go to, that academy, and just all the characters are just, I guess they all mesh together and fit together well. But then once you kind of get to know them individually, I think it's it becomes kind of a beautiful story. And then Robin Williams is amazing in it too. So that'd be my honorable mention. And at number 4, I'd have The Truman Show. The Truman Show is truly a masterpiece of a film. I think obviously it's iconic, a lot of the scenes in it, but it's iconic because of its amazing script writing and the set pieces, right, are really cool because of like the world that he's been lied to about his entire life. Is kind of well exhibited. So I think I like that at my number 4.
Yeah, it's very influential.
It very much so is. Yeah.
Like recently, we've seen a lot of like stuff like that, like Jury Duty, that
Right.
show. And
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you can kind of see hints of the Truman Show in other parts of media, like you just said. So I think
Yeah. It's aged very well too.
it really has. It doesn't seem like, I think it was made in either 98 or 2000. I forget which year, but it doesn't look like that. It looks like something you'd see now. So I think that's kind of cool. It holds up well.
All right. So for my honorable mention, I'm gonna give it a Kick-Ass. That almost made my 4, but I love my top 4,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to have too much on like another superhero thing
Right.
because I do have one up there.
Yeah.
And that movie's just hilarious. The action's great, and also Nicolas Cage is my favorite in the movie.
He's so good.
He's so good in that movie. I think that's one of his best performances. I haven't seen them all, but like from what I've seen, that's his best.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but
No, that's a great pick.
that movie is
Underrated. Not a lot of
It's
people.
so underrated,
Not a lot of
too.
people talk about that movie. I
Yeah.
feel like.
which
I think
is
it's 'cause
surprising.
it's because of the sequel. I think the sequel kind of pushed it down a little bit. Even though I think it's not even that, like, the sequel is not even that bad. I think it's just that's what happened. That's what happens with a lot of movies.
Yeah, I highly recommend it if you like Invincible or The Boys. Kind of, those are shows that kind of like flip the genre.
No, I know exactly. Yeah, agreed.
It's surprising it's not more
They go
popular.
against the status quo of superhero flicks. Very unique takes.
So at my number 4, I have The Nice Guys. The movie is kind of similar to Kick-Ass, where it's like there's some elements of a parody in it. It's definitely, there's more parody in it than there is Kick-Ass.
Right.
'cause The whole thing's kind of making fun of like the old like crime genre where it's like things just happen and throughout the movie that is a little too convenient for some of the characters.
Exactly.
But it still is. It doesn't feel like it's doing that to like have an excuse throughout the movie. It's a stylized thing. It's great.
I love that. That's good. So for me, my number 3 or 4. Sorry, did I already give my number 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my number 3 would probably be Shutter Island, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Mark Ruffalo. That movie's something else. It really is. I think it's. I love mystery films. I think that's like one of my favorite genres of all time. And I haven't read the book. I probably should read the book. The book is.
I haven't seen the movie, so
It's great.
I
highly
should
recommend
watch it. But I think I know the spoil of like how it.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to not know about it when I first watched it, even though it was kind of peaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
When I watched it like 2 years ago for the first time, but it's just so good. Like the acting is great. Leonardo DiCaprio is probably one of my favorite actors of all time. Rightfully so. I'm sure a lot of people share that same opinion. But
I'll talk about him.
Yeah, he's great. Definitely, I think one of the best actors ever. And he shows his performance. He shows that in his performance in this movie for sure. And you know, as an audience member, like that whole twist at the end that, you know, is so iconic, is very essential to the overall movie, because like without it, you kind of are like, well, what is this? Like, what's going on here? And I think Leonardo DiCaprio's acting as a whole, and I guess the writing of the movie. I keep saying writing because truly the movies that I like are you know, mostly based on great writing, and that movie is just something else. It does something else for me. It's great. I love it. Love it so much.
All right. My number 3 is a newer movie. I think it came out last year or this year. It came out this year, right?
Nothing came out this year, pretty much. 2024. You mean 2024?
Across the Spider-Verse? It was
yeah,
my number
last
3 is
summer.
Across the Spider-Verse. It was last summer?
Yep.
Yeah, that movie's great. That's at my 3. The only reason it's not higher is it's not. A lot of people say like, oh, it hasn't finished yet because the ending with it.
Right.
Which I don't fully agree with, but I do kind of agree that like if the third one does, like just isn't even close to as good as the other ones, it definitely won't be my favorite out of the trilogy. I think the first one is perfect, and that kind of leads into the second one also being near perfect. The only problem is the third one is not out. If that is the ending and it's perfect, then perfect trilogy.
I think you just gotta like look at what they're doing. Like it really revolutionized animation. Like it's wild.
The animation is insane.
Like,
I also I noticed that the voice acting in Across the Spider-Verse is insane. Like it is some of the best voice acting I've ever seen.
The voice acting is underappreciated.
Yeah, and like I never really noticed that until I rewatched it, and I noticed like I kind of just thought like, oh wait, these people aren't there. This is a cartoon. Like
I know. Yeah.
Like they're voice acting. This
Exactly,
I don't know.
It's so good.
It's
movie.
an amazing movie.
It's fantastic. So my number 2, I'm gonna have another Leonardo DiCaprio movie. I've talked about it before. I can't get enough of it. It's Catch Me If You Can. Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks. My second favorite movie of all time. Love it. Great around the holidays because it's a Christmas movie, in my opinion. Again, like the flowiness of the movie is like awesome. Like I love how it kind of bounces back and forth between present time and then, you know, Frank Abagnale's like, I guess, journey as being a criminal and a con artist and all those things. I think that's just something that like a lot of movies don't tackle a lot. I guess in a lot of movies they do kind of bounce between, like in Oppenheimer we see that like the 2 different decades and the 2 different time frames, all these different time jumps. Like it is evident in today's movies, but like for some reason this one it's just different for me. And I don't know, just the story is great. It's like, and when they say based on a true story, they really do mean based. Like it's not all the way true. And I think that's one of my favorite types of, I guess, movies, because like it's not exactly what happened, but it's made for cinema and for entertainment, and that is what's cool about the movie, to be honest. So that would be my number 2.
All right, my number 2 is Django Unchained. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, Tarantino. I mean, it's Tarantino. It's not.
Yeah. Self-explanatory.
I mean, he has one movie that I think I haven't watched, but I heard it wasn't great. It was like one of the first ones he made.
No, you're right. Yeah, I forget what it's called.
I forget what it's called, but I mean, he doesn't have any misses, and I think anybody can say like, "Oh, this is my favorite Tarantino movie," and whatever
That's
the
mine.
answer is.
Well, actually, I think I like what's that one called?
Inglourious Basterds.
Inglourious Basterds is my favorite Tarantino movie.
I mean, any answer anybody gives, Kill Bill, anything, like, they're all acceptable.
They're masterpieces.
They're all amazing. Django, though, for me, is what I like the most out of his, just because I like the West, the Wild West.
The Wild West is cool.
Jamie Foxx, I love Jamie Foxx. What's the actor's name? Christoph
Waltz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's amazing in that.
He's another
didn't even know it was
Tarantino
him.
actor.
He was in
Inglourious Basterds. He
the
played
main
that
villain,
German
right?
guy.
Yeah, main villain, and then in this he's like so likable.
I know. He's
so
like
good.
that's awesome. Like that's, you know.
It's one of my favorite performances. A lot of charisma in the cast, and Jamie Foxx is amazing. And Yeah, and I will say though the ending, there's a point where it feels like it should end, and then it's like
Not
like
over.
another half hour, and it's like okay.
Yeah, Tarantino's
But
movies tend to be
but
pretty
still,
long.
that movie is
It's fantastic. Absolutely amazing.
yeah everything. I could go on about it, but yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. So my number one is very different from the last 4 movies I mentioned, but it's Back to the Future, 1985. This movie, I was shown to it when I was very young, and it's kind of just stuck with me as I've grown up, and it's so good, with like the set pieces and the acting between Michael J. Fox, Crispin Glover, what's his name? Plays Doc Brown. I forget. Why am I blanking on his name? Christopher Lloyd. All those guys are just, and obviously Lorraine's actor is great. So I think it's just overall the movie, the plot is really clever, and it works for the time that it was made. Like if you were to make a movie like that now, I don't think it would do as good, because like just, I guess it's not even campy, but like the movie that was that was made in 1985, it fits so well, right, for what it was. And I don't even need the 2 sequels after that movie, to be honest with you. It's kind of similar to like The Nice Guys. Like you could want more, you need more, but you don't like.
Yeah.
It's okay if there isn't, right? And Back to the Future, I feel that way too. But like obviously, granted, we did get 2 sequels from Back to the Future, but like none of them compare to the first one, not even close. But I don't know, it's just amazing. Love it. I love time travel. I think that's one of the coolest concepts, and hopefully maybe someday it'll be real, but not real in the respect of Back to the Future. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that's so many people's favorite, because the characters in it, like as soon as the movie starts, it just sets up the characters. It's
also kind
very
of like,
good character writing
right
at the start. It like has really good introduction to the characters,
and as the main character who's in high school, I think it's also, as far as like why I kind of gravitate towards it so much now, more so than I did when I was younger, is because he's a high schooler. He's kind of trying to make his way through life. He has a friend that no one really appreciates in Doc Brown, and he's also kind of a crazy guy because he's an inventor. He's scientist, all this stuff, and you kind of get to see that right away by having all these people like remind him of how bad Doc Brown is at the very beginning of the movie. But then you're not even introduced to Doc Brown yet. Like that, I think that was cool. Like we're kind of getting set up for him. But then once we finally get to meet him, and it's this different story. So I think it's overall terrific.
yeah, you can't watch it without liking it. Nobody will ever watch it and dislike it.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, my number one is Superbad. It's all the other movies I've talked about. I mean, they're better in certain aspects, like directing and whatever. But Superbad, just the writing is what, kind of like Back to the Future. The writing for the characters, it doesn't even matter if there's any other faults, which I don't think there are. I still think
you're number one. That's a perfect movie.
I think it's perfect. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I would agree. I think Superbad is a perfect movie.
I think. I mean, I don't even know where to start.
Well, that's kind of the nice thing that you don't even have to like. It's like the nice thing about these lists is these movies are perfect and at least in my vision. Like these 5, or I guess the honorable mention, but these Letterboxd top 4 movies are just that they are what they are. They are perfect films in our eyes. And trying to explain that, it can be difficult because we're trying so desperately hard to tell people these are perfect movies and they should go watch them, but at the same time struggling to like, I guess, grasp the fact that like there could be someone out there that doesn't like it, and they dislike it because of X, Y, and Z, and then we look at X, Y, and Z and we're like, no, that's perfect.
Yeah, someone might dislike Superbad because they're like, oh, it's not. The directing or visuals aren't that intriguing. I'm like, I don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's fine.
We live in a day and age where people compare a lot of stuff, right? Like, oh, Superbad 2007, that's 2007. Let's watch something from 2024, and you're like, this looks way better. Like that's not right. Yeah. Or like something like, if you were to look at Superbad 2023 and compare it to Superbad 2007, like it's just not fair, like Superbad 2023 is more nuanced. It's more, you know,
Yeah, go watch it.
more relevant. That was a plug for my not senior project, the Who Am I project that I did earlier in the year. Go check that out. But overall, amazing performances, great choice. I don't blame you at all for that. That's in my top 10, Superbad.
Yeah.
So
It's my favorite. I'll rewatch it a million times.
exactly,
And never get sick of it. So yeah.
I love it. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this movie talk. We're hoping to do this again, and I guess figure out what we'll be talking about next. Maybe Ezra can join us for maybe a Marvel movie tier list thingamabob going on.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But yeah, so stay tuned for another one coming at you. Toodaloo.
Great choices, guys. Thanks so much.
Up next, Sienna and Edie will talk about their thoughts on the controversial Oscar nominations. Take it away.
That's why I am here with Eloise because Sienna is sick.
I'm also sick, but
She's
I'm at
also
school
sick,
today, so.
But she took cold medicine. Okay, so basically, the plan, Eloise, is that I am going to talk about the Oscars, the nominations, and my thoughts.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna explain them to you because you know very little. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have the list on my phone. I'm pretty much gonna go down by each category, say who I think should win, and the ones who I think should not be there or should be there. Okay, so we're gonna start with Best Picture. I'm not gonna list all of them because there's like a lot. I think that The Holdovers should win Best Picture. I love The Holdovers. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's like Dead Poets Society,
Uh-huh.
but like early 2000s,
Okay.
and some of it was filmed at Fairhaven High.
Oh, that was that movie.
Yeah, it's so good. It's like
Okay.
it's in like that like grainy style.
Okay.
I really want that one to win. But if not, I think Barbie, other great contender,
I
obviously.
saw that one. I liked that
Yeah.
one.
Or Killers of the Flower Moon. I don't think that Maestro should win or be on there. Maestro, no. Sorry, Bradley Cooper, but like it was not the it girl that it was trying to be. I think that it's fine that Oppenheimer was on the list. Do I think it should win? No. Because movies that are over 3 hours are bad. I don't care what kind of movie it is. It's just, like, it makes it, if it's over 3 hours, that's immediately a no for me. Okay, yeah, so I think The Holdover should win. I think it should win everything. Like, it was such a good movie. You don't get it. Like, it was an amazing movie. You should watch it.
Okay.
Like, oh my god, there's this great scene where the kid, like, breaks his hand. It's hilarious. No, because, like, he's doing something, like, stupid.
Okay.
I'll explain it later.
Okay.
Okay, for Best Actor, Bradley Cooper should not win. I remember someone on TikTok said that, like, he called it a passion project, but the passion was making money. Like he didn't actually care about Leonard Bernstein.
Interesting.
He wanted an Oscar. And, like, yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, I haven't seen Rustin. Paul Giamatti should win for The Holdovers. Like, he was, oh my god, at least he was so good in it. It was, like, because, like, you felt so bad for him. But, like, it's, like, oh god, it was just so good.
Okay.
Because, like, Brad, even though he was, like, kind of like a curmudgeon-y old man, you, like, you got where he was coming from, because, like, the kids were the worst.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Cillian Murphy, I mean, like, he was good, like,
He was good in Dunkirk.
he was.
Dunkirk was actually a decent movie, and I'm not saying that because Harry Styles was in it. I didn't realize Harry Styles was in it when I first watched it as a forced thing with my family.
But, yeah, like, just, like,
Barry Keoghan's also in that movie.
Ooh, I like
and
Barry Keoghan.
That movie, I don't like war movies, but that movie was actually kind of good.
slay. But yeah, I don't think he should win for Oppenheimer, because I think Paul Giamatti should win.
Okay.
And then I haven't seen American Fiction. Okay, Best Actress. Anything that Maestro, like, I'm sorry, I love you, Carey Mulligan. I loved you in Pride and Prejudice. I loved you in Saltburn. But, like, Maestro.
She was in Saltburn.
Yeah, she was, the, like the kind of crazy crack cousin.
Pamela?
Maybe. Okay, with this, I'm gonna have to go with Emma Stone in Poor Things. Like, she was iconic in Pretty Things.
Uh-huh.
Did I love the movie? No. Did I like her in it? Yes.
Okay.
Best Director. Okay. this is where it becomes, oh, wait, no, Best Actress where it becomes a thing. Margot Robbie wasn't on the list.
What?
What?
This is an outrage.
It is, Eloise, you don't sound authentic.
I, don't know where I am right now.
Okay. So,
I do know where I am, but,
Okay, so why is this an outrage, in case you don't know, or you were on, the Oppenheimer side of the Barbieheimer? So, Margot Robbie gave an amazing performance. I don't care what you think of Barbie, the movie, or, the dolls, or whatever. She gave an amazing performance, and if you think anything differently, you have not seen the movie. I don't care what you think, or, how sure you are that you're a movie fanatic. You haven't seen the movie if you think that she gave a bad performance and didn't deserve an Oscar, but Ryan Gosling did. Because Ryan Gosling, he was also great. I'm going to get to that. But she was just better because she was the lead and she had all the emotional depth and she was incredible. She was just so good. And it is insane that she didn't get an Oscar nom. Now, back to Best Director. It is crazy that Greta Gerwig is not on this list and has never won an Oscar for her directing.
Huh?
It's crazy. Because so she did Lady Bird, which was such a good movie. And you can see her, there's videos of her directing some of the scenes. Incredible. She's such a good director. And then she did Little Women, which is one of the best movies I've ever seen. It was incredible.
I've totally seen Little Women.
I can't tell if you're lying.
Let's keep it that way.
Okay. Yeah, it was amazing. It was so well directed. And then you have Barbie. And it was, how did she not get an Oscar nom, but Christopher Nolan did? I wouldn't have a problem with him getting a nom. Yeah, because he did Explosions. That's it. And also, if Sienna were here, she'd have some very strong opinions, but Sienna is sick. Hi, Sienna.
I have no opinions because I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I've seen 2 of these movies. I'm not qualified to be here.
Eloise was my absolute last choice. I love you, but I asked 10 people before I asked you. And every single person was busy.
That's fine. I'm just here for the vibes.
Okay, so for the Best Supporting Actor. Okay, it's a solid list. Sterling K. Brown, Robert De Niro, Robert Downey Jr., Ryan Gosling, and Mark Ruffalo for their various films. And this all ties back to the Barbie thing, because this video was intended to be mostly about Barbie, but then Sienna got sick. So, the fact that Ryan Gosling got a nomination, and don't get me, he was great, and I think Best Supporting Actor, really good category for him. I think he has a solid chance. But, okay, so the problem is that, he didn't deliver a better performance than Margot Robbie. He just didn't.
There is no Ken without Barbie.
Exactly. And he literally said, why did I get nominated but not them? Because was he great? Yes. Was he hilarious? Yes. Was I'm Just Ken iconic?
Yes.
Yes. Was the scene where, Margot Robbie just cried as they showed, flashes of womanhood and, what it means to be a woman, that was so much better. She was just better, and, just, the fact that he got a nom and not her, and that he got a nom but not Greta Gerwig, who made the movie, who directed him on how to do this, is just crazy. It truly just baffles me.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on. Best Supporting Actress. Okay, so we have Emily Blunt for Oppenheimer, Danielle Brooks for The Color Purple, which I have not seen, America Ferrera for Barbie, Jodie Foster for Nyad, and Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers. I think that it should be either America Ferrera, because she's great, and I'm really happy that she got a nom, because, her whole, woman speech in Barbie was amazing. If you've seen the TikTok edit, you've seen the TikTok edit.
She's also funny.
She is very funny. I loved her in Ugly Betty.
I loved her in Superstore.
Yes. She was good in that.
She was great in that.
But I think it should be either her or Divine Joy Randolph for the holdovers because, oh my god, she was so good. You would love her in this movie. She's been nominated for, like, for this category for, like, every award show, and she's won all of them. Mm-hmm. So, like, I wouldn't be surprised she won the Oscar. She totally deserves the Oscar. Like, it was just so good. Okay, best costume design. Not even a question. It should be Barbie. Like, I'm a costume girly. You know this.
I love costumes.
And, like, the Barbie costume.
I'm not qualified to judge them.
But, like, the Barbie costumes, they were just incredible. They were art.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Barbie should win best costume design. Like, without a doubt. It's just not a question. Like...
Because Oppenheimer was just suits.
It was just men in gray suits. And, like, oh, it was high-quality fabric. No, it was a suit. It was a suit. Like, it was a historical suit, yes. But, like, Barbie was art. Like, it was, like, they literally made a book of all of Margot Robbie's costumes. That's what kind of art it is. Okay, best makeup and hairstyling. First of all, the fact that Barbie isn't on this list, criminal. Ooh. Considering that they literally mimicked painted doll faces. And, like, they made them all look amazing.
Ryan Gosling's hair evolution to show his transformation as Ken, like, with the bleach. Mm-hmm. That was iconic.
That was really good. Like, see, like, it's such subtle things.
Yeah.
I can't believe that this movie isn't in the category, but Maestro was. Maestro.
I almost had to go see that with my family. I'm kind of glad we didn't go now.
Yeah. Best original song. So, we have various movies, but I know the two that people really care about are I'm Just Ken and What Was I Made For. Those are both on the list. What Was I Made For should win. Because I'm Just Ken, you got your time to shine. You got the Golden Globes. Welcome to the big games. What Was I Made For? That's the one that should win. Like, that song.
Didn't Billie Eilish win a Grammy for that, or am I just making stuff up again?
I'm not sure. I forgot to watch the Grammys.
I just saw all the drama between, like, Taylor Swift
and Lana Del Rey.
Yes, Taylor and Lana. Everyone's like, oh my god, Taylor dragged Lana on stage. She didn't want to be there. And I was like, okay, I don't know what's happening.
But yes.
And then everybody's mad at Taylor because she announced an album at the awards show. Yes. I'm making things up.
It's all very...
Don't cancel me because I'm shading Taylor Swift. I don't mean to be shading Taylor Swift. Please don't cancel me.
It's all very tragic and complicated. But yeah, What Was I Made For should win because it was snubbed at the Golden Globes. So the Golden Globes is a joke. We all know this. Award shows as a whole are a joke. Eloise, award shows as a whole are just a glorified fashion show.
They are.
So, like, but the Golden Globes, it's like the lowest tier of glorified fashion show.
Okay. I do love looking at the outfits, I will say.
That's why everyone watches. No one watches for the actual awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in summary, What Was I Made For should win, and, like, Billie Eilish should perform it, and, like, it should be amazing.
We were singing that in acapella.
You guys were singing acapella.
I was not singing.
20 minutes ago, Eloise? It was, like, 2 hours ago.
Let me...
Powering through. Best original score. Okay, so I'm gonna judge this less on the score and more which movies I liked. Okay, Indiana Jones and Dial of Destiny. Did I like the movie necessarily? No. Do I love Indiana Jones? Yes. So, and I love his whole theme song, so I'm gonna give it that because I want that to win. I really like Harrison Ford.
I liked him in Star Wars.
Yes, In summary, Barbie and the holdovers should win everything. Everything else should win nothing. It was a good year for movies. Like, yeah, like it was fine, I guess. Like, what are your opinions, Eloise? Tell me.
You know, I don't really watch that many of the new movies. I just stick to like I stick to like ones that I'm familiar with.
Like 3.
No. So I see the big ticket ones when they come out, and they're like, if I hear like rave reviews or like just reviews in general. So like I had to go see Barbie because like why not? Oppenheimer, not my thing, though I do love a good explosion.
It was 3 hours long.
I was not cut out for the Barbenheimer life.
Do you want other Barbie? Not Barbie. Do you want other movie was 3 hours long? Was Babylon. Also had Margot Robbie. Did not like it.
Didn't see that one. I think that we should give all the awards to La La Land. I think we should put La La Land back in. I think that was a pretty good movie.
Hey, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone.
Look at that.
They're both nominated.
I really don't have any good
Deja vu.
opinions because I am not very well versed in the movie scene right now. Maybe Edie could force me to watch all the movies and then I can give my review on them.
I could. And we have 3 minutes, so I'm going to sum it up with this. Anyone who says that Margot Robbie and Greta Gerwig didn't deserve nominations, or in general said that Barbie was a joke of a movie, you're lying. You're lying. Just like,
Yikes.
yeah. Yikes. Big yikes. Okay, back to you guys in the studio. Bye.
Bye.
Really great takes, guys.
You would know. In our last segment for the day, we'll see some highlights from the Senior Superlative Awards show. Who will win? Let's find out now! Jay, what are you nominated for?
I'm nominated for Best Hair, most likely to get a #1 hit, Most Musical, Best Bromance, and Best Couple That Never Was.
Oh. What was the couple?
Couple, it was me and Aiden. Yeah, that's true. That's the one that I actually really want.
Why should you two win?
Oh, because we're awesome. Because we're legendary.
Legend, wait for it, dairy, right? Maybe?
Legendary.
You look very nice. Can you show off your outfit?
Okay. You can't see it, but I got like taco socks on, which is awesome.
Those are good.
Yeah.
It's today.
Delightful. What are you nominated for?
I am Emerson. I'm nominated for Best Eyes, Most Artistic, Best Personality, and Best Sports, Best School Spirit.
What award do you think you should win and why?
I want to win. Go, James, go. I want to win Best School Spirit because I've done skit all 3 years.
Atta girl. What are you nominated for?
I'm nominated for Celeb Lookalike for Young Sheldon and Drama King.
What do you think you should win and why?
You got that bag, James.
What, Young Sheldon?
Both of them.
Oh. I think Cole won Drama King. I don't think I deserve to win them, but I really hope Young Sheldon.
Mudgy, what are you nominated for?
I was nominated for Best Smile, and I think I should win because I got dimples. Along with that, I was nominated with Best Romance with my friend Hunter Bishop. I think we should win because we've been day one together.
What are you nominated for?
I'm nominated for Best Smile, Most Likely to Cheer You Up, and Best Show to Cry On.
Which one do you think you should win and why?
I really want to win Most Likely to Cheer You Up because, I just like being nice to everybody. I was nominated for Best Dress, Most Likely to Cheer You Up, and Best Smile.
Which one do you want to win?
I want to win Best Dress.
There is no way we are introducing the class of 2024 like, yay! What the heck was that? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Any names? And right there. I don't care. Pretty matches. Should we pause it?
Great show. Congrats to everyone who won.
Teachers and students, if you want something filmed and shown on Bulldog Weekly, let us know at the ORC TV station.
Be sure to check out our Vimeo and social media channels for everything we film here at ORCTV. We film sports games, town meetings, school events, and so much more. Well, that wraps up this episode of Bulldog Weekly. Until next time, I'm Molly.
I'm Edie. And this is Bulldog Weekly.